Welcome back, everybody, to part 2. It's time for the hot tags of the week. Some different news, rumors, stories, or anything else that's going down in the world of professional wrestling over the past couple of days, and not too much happening right now, but a couple stories that I feel we should kind of touch upon at least a little bit. Something we talked about last week. Sunny was deciding that she was going to sell her Hall of Fame ring. Well, there's been an offer for that from Vivid Entertainment. They say that they will give her $100,000 for the ring, provided she also does a 90-minute sex tape. And she's turned down the offer, apparently. And it's not because she doesn't want to do the sex tape or sell the ring. It's because she thinks she's worth more than $100,000. So, first off, do you guys think that this is something that you would actually check out? And second, is she worth more than $100,000 for this?
Well, we all checked out China
at
one point.
I've checked out worse out of curiosity, so probably yes.
Yeah.
But wow, she turned that down? I thought that was a really fucking good offer. It's a lot of money.
Well, this is totally a Tammy Cinch move, okay?
Cinch?
Yep. We gotta combine the Lin and the Cinch to make the snitch.
That's not what you said the first time.
This doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
A cinch, snitch, snitch.
It's a real cinch.
Words, synonyms, just go.
Most of the year, everybody.
Like Wago said, yeah, I'd probably check it out just out of curiosity. It's nothing that I'd go out of my way to look for. And as far as her being worth it, I think she was lucky to get an offer that huge. So I'd say no.
I think the ring's worth more in that scenario, isn't it? Apparently, she's also, like, they're trying to go, like, well, you can pick the person that you would be with, and you should do it really soon, and that kind of thing, and all that, so, I don't know. I would check it out, I'm sure. But at the same time, I don't think $100,000 is too low.
You think it's more?
I think that's more than what she should have been getting.
No. See, it's actually a good deal on her part because there's going to be a lot of wrestling fans who would be willing to pay or check that out. So, that might be a little low on her part. I think she could get way more out of that if she really wants to.
Yeah, but how many wrestling fans are going to pay for it?
I don't know.
As opposed to download
She
it.
does not have, like, much star power to her name. Most people don't know who the fuck she is. $100,000 is generous.
I just think there's a lot of people who watch wrestling around the time she was popular who would be willing to check that out if they heard.
It's the most downloaded woman of 1996. You can't say no one knows who she is.
Now? It doesn't matter what you did in 1996. It's what have you done for me lately?
Oh, in 1996, she
true
would have
at
gotten
all.
a shit ton of money for
There's
this.
people still alive that were alive in 1996. All right, don't just requote things thinking that they have application. She could definitely still get lots of fans, lots of perverts who will still want to relive those days of when they thought she was the hottest thing and they had posters of her up in their basements.
She ain't worth $100,000. You ain't getting your money back on that.
Well, listen, no person alone is going to pay that much.
$10 would be enough.
Yeah, when you talk about $10 split across all the perverts of the fucking nation, you're going to make that money back pretty easily.
I don't know. Not with her.
Well, I'm curious. Who do you guys think would be the most sought after person? Like, who should get the most amount of money out of all the women that have been in WWE right now? If Vivid were to go for anybody,
For Stratus.
Yeah.
Trish?
Yeah,
Yeah, Trish.
I don't know if
Especially
that would be
now.
Trish. I
She
think
still looks good.
Stephanie.
Oh, you mean people with the company too?
Stephanie, I think, is the one that would get the most money.
If you're talking about contracted people, yeah, Stephanie easily.
I'm talking the people that with contract, people that have been out of the company for a while. Everybody, I still think Stephanie hands down.
I would still put Trish above any of the active divas, but when you're including someone like Stephanie, I mean, that was like when you were talking about Michelle Obama coming out during the fappening.
Right?
You don't go there.
If you rule Stephanie out, I could see Trish being there. But there's a couple other people too that I think would be in the running. I think that AJ Lee would get a real high mark.
I think a lot of people in that Playboy era won't necessarily be more attractive because a lot of people have seen that person naked. Trish is one of those people who never really did a nude shoot, so I could definitely see her up there. And I think if you consider divas or women from now, I think it's going to be a mixture of those two. I bet there'd be a lot of people who like to see Sasha Banks as well. Or Bailey. That'd just be fucking weird, though. It's
Either
like watching
of them
your
have-
sister.
You
Out
know,
of
them
the
have
people-
names. If you're gonna do people now, you would do a Bella.
I would say
Oh,
the Bella
exactly.
Twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki
The
Bella,
Bella
if you
Twins
only had
together.
the one. If you had the Bella Twins together, holy shit, how much money they would get. It'd be amazing. Let's transition to a new topic here. Sorry about that. Let's talk Heat. Not Sunday Night Heat, but
Damn.
Tough Enough winner Josh Bredl, the guy who's going by Bronson Matthews right now, has been getting massive heat, apparently. He tweeted out, "I like it," hashtag social jobbers, in relation to the social outcasts. Pissed off a lot of people that are kind of saying that he's not worthy enough to start criticizing other people and stuff. Kind of seems like it's blown out of proportion to me, because he's saying, "I like it, they're social jobbers," and they are. But Stardust was saying, "Have fun getting changed in the hallway, you dick." And Kevin Owens blocked him. You've got the actual social outcasts themselves pulling out a bunch of different tweets about it. Bull Dempsey's talking about how that's disrespectful and all that. Do you guys think that this is crossing the line, or is that something that they're getting too butthurt about?
Well, Kevin Owens blocks everyone, so that's not much. That's not saying much. But I mean,
Kevin Owens has said much more harmful things on Twitter.
he just blocked him. He blocks like about 50 people a day, probably.
I'm saying
so.
as far as the context of the tweet itself, you see some of the things Kevin Owens says
Oh, yeah.
about other wrestlers and fans, like far deeper cutting than what this was.
Well, Kevin Owens is doing it in character, though. I mean, does this guy have a heel persona? I'm not really familiar with him.
Does this guy have a character at all?
I don't think
is the
he
bigger
has transitioned that much yet.
He's probably just a performance center guy.
He's been a
You gotta
babyface
remember,
on Tough Enough.
Kevin Owens is not only on the main roster, he's also proven he can hang in the main event level. So he's a 16-year veteran, is it? He's been in it for a long time.
It seems like it's just a matter of someone who hasn't paid their dues.
Yeah.
It's kind of like probably he cut
Yeah.
someone in line at catering or
He's-
something. It's the equivalent of that.
It's just another case of, you remember what happened with The Miz? He was bullied by everybody just because he rubbed people the wrong way. It is what it is. He'll get bullied. If he sticks around, he'll get bullied. He'll eat shit for a while, and if he's good, it'll all go away.
Shit sandwich?
Shit sandwich.
Yeah, but a lot of the criticism is the whole, like, Kevin Owens, one of his tweets is, "Look at the veteran here with the big fancy insider terms."
He's so demeaning. I fucking love it.
Bull Dempsey seems to be the one that takes, like, the most offense to this whole thing, saying that he stood up for him when nobody else did and whatever, and I was just surprised out of all of them about the Stardust tweet. "Enjoy dressing in the hall, dick. Not blocked, banned." It's like, damn, dude. He's not even talking about you, you know? Really odd to me. Just stood out as something that it was blown out of proportion to me. But that's not the only person that's getting heat this week. Apparently Tyler Breeze has heat on him, and that's because he decided that he wanted to leave a WWE taping early, asked for permission, got permission, from what I've been reading online at the very least, and people were like, "Oh, that's bullshit." It's like, oh my god, are they like looking for any reason to drop this guy?
If
They didn't
there's
do
any,
shit with him when they first came to the roster.
if there's any truth to that, then people should just be ballsy enough to ask.
Right.
Don't get mad at him doing that.
Yeah, for all we know that he had some like really important thing he had to do. Maybe somebody was sick in his family, and it was just kind of like, well, if I'm not going to be used for the rest of the time, can I please leave a little bit early?
I heard it was something to do with his birthday. And that's why
What, like a birthday party or something?
I don't know. No, it was his birthday. That's when the tapings were. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I saw a few people talking about it on social media. But I don't know if that's exactly what it is.
Well, even still, if he was granted permission, then what's the big deal?
Maybe.
I mean, I would understand it getting heat, you know, if he's just like, no, I got to go, and then just kind of goes AWOL.
Yeah,
But
then I
if
could
they
see that.
if they gave him permission, then it's on whoever granted him permission.
I don't know. Maybe it's just an excuse to not actually use him because he's a character that's really hard to use, and I could see the main roster screwing it up, kind of like with what they did already.
He's
So
not really hard to use. You just let him go out there and do his thing.
Yeah.
You let him wrestle kick-ass matches. It's not fucking hard.
yeah, but it's
and then
like,
give him a
it's,
five. All you need
it's-
to do, give him a 5-minute backstage segment. He says he's pretty. Everyone's ugly. He goes out, wrestles, and there you go. That's Tyler Breeze. That's all you
well,
need.
yeah, and he did that in NXT, and that's great. But this is Monday Night Raw. This is a completely different field. I mean, kick-ass
And
matches,
you
they're
can still
far
do
and few
that.
nowadays. Yeah, but
lots of people have done this on Raw.
yeah,
Mhm.
but
Rick
why aren't they
Martel.
doing it with him? Why aren't they doing it with him then?
Because there's something personal there. That's what this hot tag is. Have you been paying attention?
I don't know if that's necessarily it. I just think he's a hard character to use, and I had a feeling that they would screw it up, and they kind of did already.
I got a feeling that this is an instance where Vince McMahon doesn't see as much in Tyler Breeze than Triple H does. And maybe some other people are kind of acting the same way to suck up. You know? Vince McMahon's been hanging around lately. A little bit more than normal.
From what I read about this, it seems like a really petty reason to give somebody some backstage heat, and they're probably just looking for something to pick on him about.
Well, a couple of weeks before, or at least a week before, there was reports that Vince was not high on Tyler Breeze. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this is just dirt sheet bullshit.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
If there is something there, it probably stems from Vince not liking him.
Also, who was it exactly he asked?
Oh, I don't have
If it was some no-name guy, then I could understand someone who might have wanted to use him later be mad about it.
He asks, like, another wrestler.
No, he asked some guy from catering, hey, is that right if I leave?
He's like, hey, Darren, can I go home early? He's like, I don't know, I guess. He's like, all right, well, Darren Young said I could leave, guys.
If it gets Darren Young fired, I'm okay with it.
The last hot tag that I have for this week, Jim Ross is going to be doing commentary for New Japan. Kinda. AXS TV, which is sort of like their post-production kind of thing or whatever. He's going to be doing commentary for that, so that's a little in for him to get back into the wrestling commentary world and possibly end up doing other work for New Japan. Are you guys excited for this?
Well, the reason he's doing that is because the guy that was doing it before was Mauro Ranello. I can't say his fucking name. Mauro Ranello.
Mauro Rolo.
Yes. And honestly, I don't think he can do as good of a job, but I'll still listen. I love their the way they break down all their stuff for American viewers, because I ain't doing whatever their version of the network is. Too confusing.
Well, I mean, you do have Yoshitatsu. He could help clear up the confusion.
I can't believe he was there to be like the translator.
Maybe Jim Ross will be the translator. He'll probably do a better job.
Yoshi, what does that mean in Japanese? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yoshi, you took this move and it really hurt quite a bit, didn't it? You could probably talk a lot about this topic. Nah. All right, thanks, Yoshi.
Thanks.
So, would you guys like to see Jim Ross actually become like a more regular New Japan Pro Wrestling commentator, kind of like what Matt Striker's done?
Jim Ross has always been one of my favorites, so I like his work. Now, would he be actually there at the arena, or you said this is post-production, so he wouldn't be there, he'd just be kind of commenting on it after the fact? Or yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if it would have quite the same feel to it, because when he's there live, definitely he brings a lot, but I'm not sure if doing that in post-production would give it quite the same effect.
Peyton, any thoughts about this?
I hope they're paying him in Sonic shakes.
Maybe. I don't know. All right, guys, those are the hot tags of the week. Leave your comments below. Tell us what you think about all these topics, and if we missed anything else, leave a comment about that as well, and we'll try to leave a comment in response to that to give our opinions about that. We're going to take a break with the rest hold, and then we're going to come back afterward with the Royal Rumble predictions for all the matches happening on that card. So stay tuned, everybody. Part 3 is coming up next, and we'll see you there.